Welcome in to another stitch tutorial. Now this has a little bit of a difference because it's not exactly a stitch. Oh my gosh, we have company. Yes? What? You know, you're disturbing my tutorial, right? Excuse me? Excuse me? Yep, thanks. Okay, everyone's getting kisses. Beany's giving kisses. Okay, so what you're going to need for this, preferably a non-ergonomic hook. I'm using a boys for this. And you're going to need a sashay. Oh my gosh, can you stop? You're moving the camera. Do you mind? I mean, clearly not. Oh my gosh, all they're going to hear is the purring. A netting wool. I don't know what you want to call this. There are so many different brands that do this style, but either way, yes, I'm using this style. Oh my gosh, now I've got the tail. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm using this style from King Cole. The most popular is sashay, but we're going to make a scarf. So when you open it up, you have one edge that is always like close knit like that, and tend to have a more open edging on the other side. What you want is that edge down, because we're working along these up here. Now I'm going to refer to these as windows. Call them whatever you will. This is my version of a crocheted scarf using this style of yarn. When you've found your end, just fold it over. So you've got a couple of inches, roughly, like so. You take your hook, and depending on how wide this is, you can either go into the very, very top row or the second. If you go in the second, it's a little bit more reinforced, but honestly, it really, really doesn't matter. I'm going to go in the top because this is a fairly narrow one. So I'm going into the top and making sure that I'm coming front and back, because you want to get that full lot in, because remember we folded it. So I'm going into the first, and because we're starting, I'm going into the second as well. Now from here on, it's a repeat. Skip a window, go into the next. Keep it all on your hook. Skip a window, into the next, and you're only working along the one row that you're using, whether that be top or the next one down. Skipping, going into the next. Skipping, going into the next. Now I'm going to count very quickly because I've lost count already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do this for a total of 11. So skip 7, skip 8, skip 9, untangling as you go, skip 10, skip 11. Now keep that last one separate. Pinch everything else. So I'm going to pinch. But that last loop, you are drawing it through everything that you have pinched. So you've just got the one on your hook. And all of this, that's your first ruffle. So repeat the process. skip, in, skip, in. Oops. Skip, in, skip, in, skip, in. And I'm going to have to count again, aren't I? Because I forgot. Skip, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip, 8. Skip. No, skip, Lisa. Skip, 9. Skip, 10. Skip, 11. So again, pinch everything you have, and with that last loop, draw it through. Oops. And there you have another ruffle. So there's your first, and there's your second. Now, whether you do this a little bit less than 11, or whether you do it a few more, is completely down to you. The less you do, the longer it is. So the more you do, the shorter the scarf is. I like 11 because that's my preference. The average is about 10. Some people do up to 15. It's completely on you. I like 11 as a nice size for me. So, drawing that out, skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, skip 4, skip 5, skip 6, skip, skip 7, 6, oh my gosh, skip 7, just untangle a little bit, skip 8, skip 9, skip 10, skip 11. And that is basically it. So I'm going to fast forward this now and carry on. And I'm going to finish this ball. It takes around about half an hour to do. I know you don't want to sit here through all of that. So I'm going to fast forward all this, and I'll meet you when we get to the end to show you how to finish it off. Can I help you with anything? Anything in particular? Thank you. So I'm coming toward the end now. So I thought I better get back to normal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now up to this point it's taken me 30 minutes to do all of this, and I might get another 11 out of it, so I'll do that. Now the only bad thing about doing this is it's constantly twisted, so you've got to keep untwisting as you go. That's the only annoying bit, well, for me anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no we won't, 7, 8. So we've got, I've done 8, okay, and there's a 9, so I'm going to go back a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say 6 is enough because it's close to half, and put that through. Now with this little bit, it's not enough to do a complete ruffle again. So on the end, you take it, you twist it so it becomes like one yarn, put it over the hook. You've still got that one loop from the previous ruffle you've got. Take that big part and pull it through your loop completely. Okay, now for good measure I like to do it one more time. You don't have to, you can do it the once and leave it, or you can do it a second time. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to go into the closest one, twisty, 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 over the hook, bring the whole lot through to finish. And there is the very ruffly ruffle scarf, and you're done. So that's the end. I have been known to do this before. Just do a quick and I'm going to the second row and put that down. There we go. One complete mess on my desk as it looks, but it is a ruffle scarf. Whatever you want it to be, this is just one version of what you could do. Maybe give it a go. Don't be put off. Just think outside the box. And maybe I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.